Good afternoon, or whenever it is that you're watching this, to my spirited living family, wherever you are finding me. I'm Deborah Roth, and this is my weekly Dance with the Divine Feminine, inviting you to dance with me as we explore a different goddess from around the world, from all the different cultures around the world each week. And this one, Kuan Yin, is probably one of the most universally known and revered and beloved, certainly in the Chinese Buddhist tradition, but we certainly have heard about her all over the world. And what we do here, and she so personifies why I'm doing this, which is really to highlight those divinely feminine qualities of mercy and compassion, which Kuan Yin is the goddess of, and honoring our psychic selves, honoring our intuition, honoring our emotions and the free flow of our emotions and expression of our emotions, honoring our bodies, and honoring our connection to nature. Those are sort of the four biggies that I often think about when I'm teaching and writing about the quintessential qualities of the divine feminine, which, regardless of what gender you identify with, they are qualities that we desperately need in our world right now. And Kuan Yin seems like such a perfect one. I'm highlighting her today because it's one of her birthdays. Apparently, she is celebrated with 3 different birthdays. And I also realized, after I'd already decided that I wanted to celebrate this particular birthday, that I did another weekly goddess team video with Kuan Yin back last August. So I didn't even look at that one before I did this one. So they may be somewhat similar, but I'll be offering up some different things too. So, hi Kathy. So what makes Kuan Yin so special is her attention and her connection to reminding all of us to always think compassionately and to hold mercy for people. Her story, she has several different myths, but the one that I've tended to hear the most is that she was one of several daughters to a Chinese, not very nice lord, a high-level person who wanted to marry her off to, some other rich people, rich Chinese people. And she refused. She had a very loving spirit, and she wanted to become a nun. So he was very angry, and she went off to do this. And he instructed her convent to overload her with all kinds of chores and things that she couldn't do. But just like it reminded me of Disney Snow White or something, when she went out to the forest to chop wood and to do some of these very strenuous things, all of the animals helped her out. So she was able to move through that, and eventually he tried other things, and eventually dictated that the convent be burned down and that she be killed. And because she was such a pure soul, on her way to nirvana, she heard the cry of someone suffering and made the vow that she would not ascend until there was no more suffering in the world. So I think the reason I really highlighted her last August was because we were, very much, and we still are, but there's a little bit lighter feeling around the pandemic, but then we were very much in the throes of it, and if there's anything we needed lots of, it was compassion and acknowledging and the suffering that was going on around us. So she is, in addition to being the classic goddess, I've got one of my wonderful little goddess figures. She's one of the early ones that I got as well. She's holding the waters of compassion, if you can see this little vase that she has. And and she's holding a necklace that represents her, a lotus flower for enlightenment. She's always shown with a vase of the waters of compassion and sitting on a lotus flower usually. Another image you see her holding the lotus flower in this one. This is, yeah, kind of get the glare on it, but so she has beautiful images. She is the goddess of children and childbirth, and she lives. Her story is that she's chosen to remain near Earth on her island of Putoshan until all beings are enlightened and until suffering ends. So what I would love to do is to share with you, I'm not sure I have here, I do it in my new moon circles. There is one coming up on April 11th, very different energy than Kuan Yin. It's the new moon in Aries, full steam ahead kind of energy versus Kuan Yin, who's, I actually had her on the altar for our new moon in Pisces, knowing that her birthday was coming up. So very gentle energy, and the loving kindness, the metta meditation that many of you probably know is just, for me, is always represented just a really beautiful, calming meditation, affirmation that we can do. So I will share that with you, and I'll pause a minute between each statement and encourage you to repeat it afterwards. And then I'll share one of my favorite chants, which I don't think I've ever shared here, which is kind of astounding to me, but apparently not. So let us, with that little bit of Kuan Yin knowledge, let me lead you through the loving kindness meditation. So you can close your eyes and just repeat after me. I'll pause a little bit after each one. May I be safe from inner and outer harm. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be strong and healthy. May I take care of myself with joy. May you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be strong and healthy. May you take care of yourself with joy. May we be safe from inner and outer harm. May we be happy and peaceful. May we be strong and healthy. May we take care of ourselves with joy. May all beings be safe from inner and outer harm. May all beings be happy and peaceful. May all beings be strong and healthy. May all beings take care of themselves with joy. So let's just inhale that together. It's the loving kindness meditation. It's called a metta meditation. And then the chant I'll share with you, because it just feels so light and lotus flower opening like, goes like this. And it's really fun to do with a group because you can get the counterpoint going. We are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. Sort of a little goddess rock and roll. So, that will very likely stay in your brain for the rest of the day, and sing it with joy, sing it with openness, sing it with an invitation to Kuan Yin to bless her and bless you and come into your life with mercy and compassion. Thanks for being with me, and join us again next week when we'll be looking at Yastra. who is where Easter came from. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.